Imagine this. You have one cookie, just one, and it matters. You don't rush it. You don't ignore it. You notice it. Because when you only have one, you pay attention. You take small bites. You enjoy it slowly. You even think about it before you eat it. Now imagine something changes. You suddenly have 10 cookies. At first, it feels amazing. You feel lucky. You feel safe. You feel like you finally have enough. You don't think twice before taking one. You don't measure your bites anymore. You don't slow down, because now there's plenty. And for a moment, that feeling is real. That feeling is powerful. That feeling is what most people chase. More. More money. More comfort. More options. More freedom. But here's the part no one really explains. That feeling doesn't last. Not because something went wrong, but because your brain changed. Give it a little time, and those 10 cookies stop feeling special. They become normal. You stop noticing them. You stop valuing them the same way. And one day, you eat without thinking. You don't count. You don't pause. You just consume. And if someone takes 2 cookies away, you don't feel like you still have 8. You feel like you lost something. That feeling, that shift, that is the psychology of money. My name is Annie, and I spend an inconsiderable amount of time thinking and researching about finance and money. Not just how to make it, but how it actually feels to live with it. Because money is not just numbers. It's behavior. It's emotion. It's perception. And most of the time, it's not logical. It just feels logical. And that's where people get stuck. Because they think they're making rational decisions when they're actually reacting emotionally. Let's break this down slowly. Not like a lecture, but like something you can recognize in your own life. Number, part 1. You don't measure money, you measure normal. When you had 1 cookie, that was your reality. That was your standard. That was your normal. When you got 10, your normal changed. And that's the first rule of money. You don't measure how much you have. You measure what you're used to. That's why someone earning $1,000 can feel okay. Someone earning $10,000 can feel stressed. Not because of the amount, but because of the expectation. Because once something becomes your normal, it stops feeling like progress. It just feels like life. And life always wants more. Number, part 2. Your life quietly expands. Here's something subtle. When your money increases, your life expands to match it. Not all at once. Not dramatically. Just slowly. Better choices. More convenience. Less restriction. You upgrade without thinking. Because it feels justified. Because it feels small. Because it feels normal. But over time, those small upgrades become permanent. And now, they're not upgrades anymore. They're expectations. And expectations are expensive. Number, part 3. Losing always feels bigger. Let's say you gain $50. You feel good. But if you lose $50, it feels worse. Even though nothing actually changed overall. That's because your brain is wired for survival. It doesn't want growth. It wants protection, so it reacts stronger to loss. This is why you feel stressed when prices go up. You hesitate to invest. You hold on to things too long. Because losing feels personal, even when it's temporary, even when it's normal, even when it's part of growth. Number, part 4. You're always watching other people. Even when you think you're not, you compare, quietly, constantly. You look at what people have, how they live, what they can afford, and you adjust your expectations. Not consciously, but automatically. And suddenly, your life doesn't feel the same anymore. Not because it changed, but because your reference changed. And reference controls satisfaction, more than reality does. Number, part 5. Your brain wants now, not later. This is one of the biggest reasons people struggle. Your brain loves reward, but it loves immediate reward, not delayed reward. Spending gives you something now. Saving gives you something later. Investing gives you something uncertain. So your brain chooses what feels good now, even if it costs you later. And this isn't because you're bad with money. It's because you're human. But if you don't understand that, you keep repeating the same cycle. Number, part 6. More money doesn't reset you. This is where most people are wrong. They think, if I just make more, everything will fix itself. But money doesn't reset your habits. It reveals them. If you don't manage small money well, big money becomes bigger problems. Because behavior scales, not just income. Number, part 7. The system you're in. Most people live like this. Earn, spend, repeat. And they think that's normal, because it is. But normal doesn't mean effective. In that system, nothing grows, nothing builds, nothing compounds. So even if you earn more, you're still in the same loop, just with bigger numbers. And over time, life gets more expensive. But your system stays the same. And that's when pressure starts. Number, part 8. When life starts feeling tighter, this is where everything connects. You're not broke. You're not failing. But something feels off. Things feel tighter, heavier, less flexible. And you don't know why. It's because your margin disappeared. That space between, I'm fine, and I need to think about this, got smaller and smaller until it was gone. And when that happens, everything feels harder, because now every decision matters. And when everything matters, everything feels stressful. Number, part 9. What actually changes things? Not perfection, not extreme discipline, not luck, just awareness. Understanding the game you're in. Understanding your patterns. Understanding your reactions. Because once you see it, you stop moving blindly. You start choosing. You start questioning. You stop chasing more without direction. You stop reacting to everything. And slowly, you build control. Real control. Not the feeling of control. Number, final thought. Money is simple, but people are not. And because people are not simple, money becomes emotional, confusing, frustrating. But once you understand the psychology behind it, you stop feeling behind. You stop feeling stuck. You stop blaming yourself. And you start seeing clearly. You were never bad with money. You just didn't understand the rules. And once you understand the rules, you stop playing blindly. If this made money make more sense, subscribe. Because most people don't have a money problem. They have a thinking problem. And once that changes, everything else starts to change too.